Hello gamers and welcome back to Auto-TerraFirmaCraft. This is episode 6 and last time we got well into the create mod. We built this water wheel behind us, delivering us over 1500 stress units I think of power, and we also made our first little machine, which is this grindstone thingy I'm standing on right here, which allows us to grind our wheat and stuff automatically super fast, saving us tons and tons of time. We built out the basement and the beginnings of our home. We did all this cog work and we got iron from the bloomeries that we made. So we made tons and tons of progress, and today we're going to make quite a bit more. So I want to continue playing around with the create mod stuff. We may see if we can get into windmills, because we're going to quickly hit the limit of what we can do with the water wheels. They only do so much. Windmills can take us a lot further. So we may get into that, and I also wanted to look up some other stuff. So let's have a quick viability check. I was looking into drills. Drills would be really cool. And for this we need igneous alloy. And igneous alloy, we need nickel ore and magma, which I've created before just by getting stone or cobble up to white hot, I think. Nickel though. What are we gonna do with nickel? Of course, nickel comes from garnerite, and in between episodes we did a little bit of mining. We found a garnerite vein and mined the heck out of it and came back with all of this. And we're also going to get a few extra things from the create mod. So there's a wrench, which I know is a pretty vital thing we need to do, which we need gold rods and cogwheel. Okay, that's doable. And I know create has backpacks. Doesn't look like this is a diving gear thing. Doesn't look like we have backpacks in Auto-TerraFirmaCraft, so that would have been really useful to carry stuff around. Toolboxes, these are the other things I want to get. Chest gold sheets, leather and cogwheels. Cool, we can do those as well. I think we're going to get all of those things going. We're going to try doing a windmill. I think it's a mechanical bearing. This guy. So we need some igneous casing, which means we need more of this igneous alloy. Yes, so we definitely need a lot of that nickel ore stuff. And the ore looks like we need ore dust, and we can grind it in this as well, I believe. And then we can move on to a couple of other create mod things. So there are things like the mixer. Yeah, the mixer. This will save us a lot of time making one of these. We can make I think it's got to be hot, but I think there's a plan to just turn an ingot directly into a one of those with a bit of metal work. So that's something else we can explore as well. On top of all of that, I think it would be fantastic to make a little bit of progress on the house and do something with the animals as well. Our little piggies are coming along. We still only have the 3 adults we had before, but some of these... Have we got more? Oh, no. These are pregnant again, right? Both of them, and they're going to give birth in another month. These guys are still 6 months away from maturing, but they're doing well, and we're constantly shearing these guys for wool, milking these guys for milk, and yeah, I made some more cheese. Check it out. Amazing. We've got 2 more barrels of cheese. These guys are ready to milk, so I'm going to do that right now. And we've also been tending to our crops and making sure we harvest everything we want to and leave other things to go to seed. All of my tomatoes died. Really sad about that, except for this one for some reason. They don't seem to work in this climate. I think tomatoes just don't do well here. So we're probably going to rip those out and ignore them. The rest of the carrots have grown. We're waiting for some of this to over mature up here so we can get more seeds. And we had a bumper harvest of apples and olives as well. I've got so many. They sort of came in the middle of summertime, and I had to get them quick because the trees were turning. As you can see, it's kind of dark right now. It's a little hard to see, so let's get closer. I paved over all of this as well with these big holes. Yeah, these trees have kind of all died now. There's nothing left on them to pick, but I was picking like crazy. Things are regrowing, and we got so much food from this. I'm not going to be able to eat it all in time. It is going to go off. I've got to figure out if there's something we can do with the fruits in particular. Yeah, do something cool with them. Maybe we can make the olive oil. Will last forever, right? We can do it in the mixer. So if we get the mixer up and running, yeah, we can make olive oil from our olives, and we can turn it into incandescent olive oil? Because I think we can burn, yeah, so burn it. So once we have incandescent olive oil, I'm guessing we can fill lamps and have a more renewable light source. Yeah, you can make these metal lamps and they require some oil. There we go, olive oil in there. That looks really interesting. Okay, that's something else we can explore. So the first thing we're going to do is try and make a mixer. To get the mixer, we need a whisk. To get a whisk, we need wrought iron ingots and rods. To get a rod, we need a saw to turn an ingot into rods. So the saw, here it is. We need a circular saw blade, and to get that we either need a press, which we don't have, or we can do it on the anvil. So we need a sheet first of all. So we're going to hammer this into a sheet. Oh, it's been a while. I haven't been in this world for a few weeks while I've been spinning up the new SMP, and I forgot you need 2 ingots, of course, to make a sheet. So get the other one hot enough and we can weld them together. Oh, silly me. I just realised something. Everything we've done up to date has been with black bronze, and wrought iron we only made at the end of the last episode, and yeah, we've made the ingots, but we haven't been able to work with the ingots yet. And to do so, we're going to need a wrought iron anvil. Damn. Okay, so that's the next step. And for wrought iron anvil, as a reminder, we need 7 double ingots, which we're going to need a lot more of this stuff. We're getting a little low on iron, so we definitely need to find another source of that. But we'll make up everything we've got for the time being and see how far it gets us. After burning through all of our iron, I needed to find some more, and we'd done a lot of prospecting previously, and I found an old location we hadn't explored yet, dug down, and found another vein. So we set about mining. Pushing things a little too far, and a really nasty cave-in that nearly squashed me completely, but I survived, and we gathered as much iron as we could before our pick finally broke. Okay, pick just broke. Got a decent amount of hematite from this this vein that we discovered. We hadn't been down here before. This was a new one, and oh my goodness! I just realised the cave-in blocked me in. I'm gonna have to break this by hand. Oh no! This is good. Oh no! I think I can. Yeah, I can pillar up. There we go. Phew. This was an interesting one because I discovered this underwater, so we had to use the old door technique, and yeah, here it is. So, time to head home with our winnings. And our charcoal that we made before we left is all ready to go, so now we've got some fuel to actually make some more wrought iron. If I remember this correctly, it's 8 of that and 8 of that. There we go. 8 of that, 8 of that. Okay, that's as far as we can fill that, so we need to light that, get on the go. I really need more of these bloomeries, and I really need a fire starter. Nice. While that's cooking, maybe we'll get on the case of making another one of those, but it does require so much. We've already gone through half of our black bronze. Yeah, double sheets. It's a lot. I wasn't paying attention, and when I was heating this guy up, I have inadvertently broken my remaining 2 hammers. So, we need to get back to smelting black bronze, putting it into ingot molds, and yes, then we can get a hammer again, and I'm going to make a pick and an axe at the same time, and while we're doing that, we're continuing to smelt down our iron, or wrought iron, and yeah, trying to work up a few more ingots. The pile is building slowly. We've got 4 more here, a double ingot on the go, so won't be long until we have everything we need. And using the bloomery so much really burns through the charcoal. Like just with the single bloomery I've got at the moment, 2 loads, that's 16 pieces of charcoal. So I completely ran out again. Got another batch on the go. Get this thing fueled up, and then we can get back to smelting. Okay, sheets, stick them together, double sheets. 8 more black bronze, double sheets, with which we can craft ourselves a second bloomery. It's hot again. Second bloomery, and while I was doing that, I also made all of these guys, which enables us to make a first wrought iron anvil. Now we can work. Ka-ching! We can work iron. Thank goodness. We do need to make a bit more. I was making some more. I've got some on the go here, so we can start making a few bits and pieces. So saw blade is next. So that's what we're going to do now while this is still hot. We're going to get some of this, make a saw blade, and I'm going to need a hammer. I'm going to make a hammer first. Okay, bloomery number 2 up and running. Now we can start speeding this up. I think another thing I can do for next time is raise this up, and I can put more stuff in here, basically. So I can put 3 lots instead of just 2 next time. So we'll also give that a go, see if it makes a difference. Because as you can see, what I've done with the building is I've started to put some walls up and I raised the floor up 1 level. So we've got some, what will be front doors here, and they're going to be 1 level off the ground. So we're going to put steps in to get up. Made sense to raise this up, and in doing so, that gave us a little bit of extra room down there that enabled us to put that extra level on. So win-win. I just accidentally was trying to melt a wrought iron ingot to put into the mould, and it actually went back into an ingot mould by mistake, but by heating this up to brilliant white, it will melt. Which I'm trying to get 2 hammers out of it, but it turned into cast iron rather than wrought iron, which is interesting. And those just disappeared. Oh, serious? I don't think I can melt the iron ingots down into the moulds, other than an ingot mould. Oh my goodness, I think the pigs gave birth again. Look how many little piggies we got. Oh, that's so cute. So 4 months, 5 days, 7 months. So there's 3 months between the batches, it looks like. Nice. Okay, 24 stacks in there, 12 in there. This is the last of our hematites to turn into pig iron. Once that's gone, we're going to have to go mine some more. Oh yeah, we get way more of this with this new method. This is fantastic. Making this taller was a good move. Nice. Cool, we have a wrought iron hammer. Nice, and we can replace this guy with this. And with that hammer, we should unlock... Oh yeah, look at all this stuff we can make. This is great. Okay, 4-star white. Beyond, this should mount. Brilliant white. Boom. Alright. Now we have 5 cast iron ingots, and with this... we can make basin. Oh, we get 2 of them. That's cool. Now we've got basins. And with a basin... we can do the packing stuff. We can do the mixing, compacting, etc. All of that useful stuff. So we're going to merge these 2 together, make a 1-star camo double ingot. That'll make it allow us to flatten it into a sheet. And with the sheet, we can make a saw blade. Got it. Circular saw. Fantastic. We need an igneous casing. That was the other thing. We need the igneous alloy, and the igneous alloy, remind me, andesite alloy. Okay, so in Create it's called andesite alloy, and here it's been called igneous to better reflect the item's new recipe. Rather than, this is where we need the magma, right? So we need magma, 2 crushed iron, zinc, or nickel. Yeah, we've got the nickel from the Ghana, right? So we need to crush this down, which I believe we can do here. Okay, so we've got some crushed ore. So we heated the cobble up to white hot, and it just became a magma block. Okay, we're going to push these over the edge now, get them to white. They are white. There we go. Magma. 4 magma blocks, 2 crushed irons in a mechanical mixer. This is where we need the mechanical mixer. Okay. Whisk. Amazing. Okay. A cog and plank. Oh, we can do this straight away. Okay, we don't need the igneous stuff for this. Mixer, plank, cog. Mechanical mixer. Amazing. Now we need to figure out how to attach that to our machinery downstairs. So let's get some shafts and some gears and things. Ta-da! We have a mixer. Check it out. Okay, let's put in a basin. Right there. As far as I'm aware, 4 of that, 2 of that. What? There we go. Check it out. All those new achievements. Where is it? There it is. 6 igneous alloy. Okay, let's make loads more. Nice. 24 igneous alloy. Fantastic. That's awesome. We have a mixer. Okay, igneous casing. Oh, I see. I get it. So if I'm understanding that correctly, I'm going to have the stripped log. Then you just right click it. Not with a shaft. Ah, check that out. So, more logs. Bunch of strip logs. Oh yeah. Look at all that casing. Awesome. And now, mechanical saw. Yes. Okay, let's go figure this guy out. Because shaft input from the side. I really want to make a wrench, because I think that allows us to rotate things. Gold rods. Wrench. Haha! Finally, we have a wrench. So, let's do this. Aha! There we go, we can have it that way, which means we need power coming in this way. Which means we need a gearbox. Okay, so I think we can do this, and then we can do... Well, we've already overstressed the system. Okay. Look at this. Is that going to hurt? Yeah. Oh my goodness, that nearly killed me. That really hurt. Don't walk into saw blades. Noted. Oh my goodness. It's January the 2nd. It's just past New Year's. We missed Christmas completely. Belated festive returns, everyone. Wow, you can really lose track of time in this game. There we go. Okay. Now, if we throw this on there... Ooh, check it out! Brass hand. Fantastic. Da-da-da! Our first deployer. Amazing. That in theory would deploy upwards. Not that we need it to do that, but yeah, amazing. Okay. I think we're getting to the stage where we need a few more sources of power. This water wheel is good for one device set up here, but as you saw earlier, we quickly hit the maximum number of stress units possible. Just plugging in 2 things, basically. I can't even do that. Totally overstress. Like the wheel is frozen. So I guess take that off. And we're going to look into the windmill. So mechanical bearing, I think, is what we needed. Windmill bearing. Okay, we need a brass mechanism. Punch it, punch. Got it. And alley-oop. Windmill bearing. Fantastic. Now we need to get our wool. We need to figure out how to make the sails. The sails, burlap cloth from jute. Wool cloth is just from yarn on the loom. Now, if I'm not mistaken, we should be able to. Yes. That's a nice quick way to make the string. And now, is it just straight up crafting? Nope, I didn't think so. Wouldn't be that easy. Wool cloth takes 16 wool yarn, adding to the loom. So we need to build a loom. Like here. Okay. So it's fully loaded. And then we're going to do this 16 times. Okay. This uses the loom. Man, this is slow. We've got to find a way to automate this. This will give us one piece of cloth. Aha! Got one wool cloth from that. One. Just one. Okay, 10 wool cloth, 3 burlap. Not a bad start. Oh, that makes 4. 12. 1, 2, 3. 24. 28. Oh my goodness. That's a lot more than I was expecting. I'm thinking we could attach it to the same power supply, maybe? The center of the wheel is here. Okay, that's all the sails I've made. Look at this. Yes! That's awesome. That's generating 1500 stress units. That's as much as that. All of those water wheels in that. Just doubled my stress units. That's pretty amazing. Now, can we just connect this up? Does this have an underneathy thing? It does have an underneathy thing. I need some shafts and a gearbox. Okay, shaft into gearbox. Not a stick. Dunk, dunk. They're going the opposite direction. Click and hold to edit. Those two shafts are now going the same direction. Now, we've just doubled our stress unit capacity. That's pretty awesome. I love it. What can we do to hide up? Hide this? Is that gonna work? Nice! Nice, nice, nice. Now we can connect a few more machines. Man, this is getting exciting. Just come over here to eat an apple. The pigs are going crazy. Pigs eat apples. Who would have thought? These guys don't. Goats will eat anything. Goats and pigs, man, they'll eat absolutely anything. Next year, instead of all of the apples going off, we can use them to feed the animals. Didn't even think about that. Now we know for next year. Right, horses. Horses like apples, right? Yeah, horses too. Go on then. You can have one too. So, we have made a little bit of progress on the house. We have sort of the first level walls. I've kind of overdone the windows a little bit. I need to get some glass on the go, make some more glass, fill out the windows, and make this feel a little more homely. It feels a little weird at the moment. It doesn't feel quite right. This feels like a bit of a ledge up or something. Need to have a little play around and figure out what's going on there. I made as many windmills as I could with all the material I have. I'm going to have to get more jute next year. I let most of it go to seed, so we should have a whole bunch next year. But for now, we're a little bit limited unless we go out looking in the wild. Is that jute right there? Yeah, jute, wild jute is pretty common. It's everywhere, so we could probably just go on a bit of a scavenge, pick up a bunch of it to make more. But this is giving us... what have we got here? 2,500 stress units, and out of this we've got 1,500 across the 3 of these. So we're doing pretty well, which meant we could connect more of our stuff up. So we have the saw and the millstone and the mixer all running simultaneously right now without issue. And I have been looking up the olive oil process because that was one of the main things at the beginning of the episode. We've got all these olives which are going to go off and we want to do something with them. And we needed to make olive oil. Turns out it's quite a process. We're going to need to make olive water, which means we're going to need to heat the mixer, which we can't do yet. We're not there. So what we can do in the meantime, preventing the olives from going off, let's just do a little test match. These go off in 4 days. We haven't got long. So I believe we can turn the olives, there we go, turn the olives into olive paste. Let's let that tear through it. And let's see what comes out, because I don't think olive paste goes off. At the very least, it'll extend the life of it somewhat. Olive paste. Look at that. No expiry date on that. That's amazing. I should put those apples away before they go off. So olive paste is what we're going to do with all of our olives. And we can turn that into olive oil later. And then I've got rotten apples. Do pigs eat rotten apples? Let's go check. Oh my goodness, I can feed the rotten apples to the pigs. That's great news. I got so many of these, and these guys are really, really hungry. So this is going to make feeding them a lot easier. Probably the goats too, right? They're not fussy. Yeah. Okay, I'm a short arse, I can't reach this thing up here, but look at all these olives we've got. So we're just going to load them all up. Let it do its thing. In the meantime, we can take our rotten apples, store them over here. Crikey, we've got more rotten apples than we've got room to store them. Maybe I've got another pot I can bring over. I was hearing a zombie the whole time. I was wondering, where is he? Where did he come from? There's light down there. I don't understand how this guy spawned. He's burning now. Oh, I neglected to keep the mine shaft lit up. I don't know if these guys can climb ladders, but it explains where they came from. 3, 2, 1, and boom. Okay. That's all the olives turned into olive paste. This doesn't go off, and we can figure out how to turn it into olive oil another time. Alright, I think we're going to leave that one here for today. We certainly accomplished a lot. We spent our entire time in our base. We haven't left, so we'll make sure to do something about that next time. We need to go out into the world and do a lot more exploration, and a couple of things on my bucket list are to make a few more machines, and I need to automate charcoal production somehow. And I think we're going to do that using bamboo. So we're going to head south to more tropical climes and see if we can find ourselves some bamboo and get it to grow up here. Because I think we can automate a farm off the back of that, and yeah, start playing around with a few more machines and chaining stuff together in order to increase efficiency. And just like that, it starts to rain. That's my cue to leave. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this one. Take care. See you next time. Bye for now.